there.
What is up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Happy Thursday, almost Friday. And boy, oh boy, I don't know about you, but I am ready for the weekend. Oh my goodness, we got a showing out today. Kelly, how you doing? Wicked Dreams, good to see you. Marco, Nesso, hello, hello. How y'all doing today?
Hello there.
Lord Needham, my goodness, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope the world is treating you good. Jason, what is going on? Brian, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, my friend. El Cap, good to see you. Glad you can make it today. Let me move the laptop over a little bit. I feel like I'm having a hard time seeing it. Yep, Blade Show Eve. That is correct. I will not be making it this year. I got some family stuff going on, graduations and such happening. So family comes first, but I definitely am going to miss going, getting to see stuff, getting to talk to people and see them, face to face and hang out outside of just live streams. But I am excited for the stuff that's going on with the family. I was ready for this coming weekend last weekend. Yeah, yeah. It feels like it got here pretty quick, though. I don't feel like it took too long for it to get here. That is for sure. And I'm not even at Blade. I just saw the other half of that comment. I am. Hey, Brian, how's it going? I think I said hi to Brian already, but hello again. Pons, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Looks like there's going to be some interesting stuff dropped and debuted. So I'm very curious to see what all is going to be at Blade Show, whether that be through, the social media feeds or we see videos and updates that come out, at the time of or shortly after Blade Show. So I'm really happy about that before your normal scheduled meeting. Well, I appreciate it, my friend. All right, so I will touch, Anessa, while you're here. I know that I think you are part of the conversation around that. So I saw where Snicks posted, and my pivot has come loose, an update about the Buster FG and regarding a lot of the feedback that has been going on about it. So I was really interested in what he had to say, and it was if you're not familiar, it was definitely in regard to where the stop pin is kind of hidden. I don't know if you can see. I don't know how close I can get it on this camera, but you can kind of see where it's hitting. There you go. So what he ultimately ended up doing is saying that he kind of designed it to be able to accept the tolerance. And he ended up removing like all of this blade edge up here. It is quite crazy. We'll pull it up here in a second. And he showed that while the knife will still move back, and I think it is a valid point, this isn't really sharpened edge back here. So when you're sharpening it, you're kind of adding to the amount of edge that you have on the blade. He talked about how thick it gets behind the edge. Once you get to that point, I think it's looking at my knuckles. But it was interesting because he was like, that was the way he designed it. So there's a lot of clearance in the backspace, or in the backspacer, in the backlock. And it allows for the blade to eventually continue to move up. So you see how there's a little bit of gap there, right here. So he designed it as such, and yes, it did. I think Neves pointed out it does back here when it hits the stop pin. It creates a little bit of a like a wedge. I don't know what else to call that. But let me pull it up real quick. I think that'll probably be the best way to show that. It's interesting that he designed it like that. But I will say he also mentions that he may revisit the design to have it altered a little bit. Snakes. Why isn't it pulling up? Oh, because I forgot the C. All right. So first one that he posted is this one here. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but essentially what he's saying is that the allotted for sharpening, like the original edge, 0.3, this is thousandths behind the edge, 0.31. And then after several sharpenings, he doesn't indicate how many, it gets to 0.63 behind the edge before you get to that stop pin. And then outside of the wear design here, this second red line where it hits that arrow, that's where he's inside the wear line here is where he's saying that's normal. And then he's saying outside that's beyond normal wear. So you can see how much blade's edge been removed here. And what he's saying is that when you get to that sharpening, you can see that sharpened angle at where he has that. It's 0.98 thousandths behind the edge, which is greater than the thickness he envisioned people being able to use it. So it's a little hard to see, but you can see like original blade's edge and then peak, like the maximum amount of edge that he anticipated being worn away from repeated sharpening, and then back here. But I thought what was also interesting here, is he shows you here. This is the tape represents the original edge. And then you can see how much blade was removed before you engage the stop pin. So I thought this was really cool of him to kind of show that. I'm going to let it play so you can kind of see once he takes the plastic and everything off. You can see he's showing you it has the clearance. You can see how thick it is behind the edge here. And then you can see he's kind of showing you the clearance, but it's not hitting the lock or the standoffs, which I think is a good thing to show, to demonstrate as the designer. And then you can see right here where it's hitting. This is right here on this corner is where it's hitting the stop pin. So you can see compared to mine here, how much is left. So almost half of that plunge ground was taken away here on this particular one. And you can see right here where it's hitting. Doesn't affect the lockup, the way that the lock is designed and how it's meant to work, and it doesn't affect the main part of the blade's edge. So I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to touch on that. And it's probably good to hit it at the beginning of the video so that anyone that watches it back. And Neve's comments right here, I clearly can see damage on the heel of the edge, but that's not original edge. So I think that's the point here, is that yes, there is damage on the heel where the additional edge has been created. So it's back here where the stop pin hits. Do I have something? Actually, let me use my Revel. So back here, it's going to focus on, there you go. So the damage is back here, but that's not your original edge. You still have all of this edge here that is unaffected, not impacted. So you create additional edge by sharpening up into that plunge grind, but that's not the edge that was originally on the knife. You still have all of this on this side of the knife. All of this on this side of the knife, that's still your factory edge. What you're doing is you're sharpening it into the plunge grind, and that is where that stop pin is hitting. So I honestly don't think that the majority of people out there are going to really run into an issue. But I also appreciate that Snicks identified and addressed it, right? He didn't ignore it. He didn't avoid it. He came straight onto it head to head and kind of showed you, yeah, it's going to look ugly, but if this is your user and you're having to, you're wearing it down that much and you're having to continually sharpen it, it's probably not going to be, that's probably not going to be the only thing on the knife that has a nick or shows something ugly. So I appreciate that. I have no issues with it, but I think everybody just kind of needs to make the decision on their own. But I feel like he showed that you can sharpen a good amount of the knife away. And I like the fact that he was like, I do recognize that I want to possibly reconsider and have this updated because I'd like for the FG to be available from Civivi for a long time to come. He likes the design. He loves the knife. And I agree, I do as well. But let me catch up. I'm going to back up here. Yeah, I'll definitely be back next year. So long as nothing comes up unexpectedly, I plan to be back for sure. For sure. Big Hands, what's going on, friend? Good to see you.
Hello there.
Twice Born, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Glad you can make it. Joe, what's up, man? What's going on? Got himself a Thunderhead on the way. I think I saw where they dropped, but I didn't get to go check out what all versions are available. I do want to pick one of those up. And this just said, where's a code? I think it was thank you 10 was what I saw Casey posted. I'm not 100% on that. It does. It does. I was disappointed beforehand where I thought, okay, if I chip it and I need to sharpen it, I'm going to be out of edge. Seeing him actually do 2 sharpenings into it to get, or not 2 sharpenings, but showing the range, I think it would probably take about 3 or 4 sharpenings if I had to guess before you got to that point. But even once I got to that point, if I'm using it that hard to where I'm damaging the edge and needing to freshen it up by sharpening it, I'm no longer really worried about it. Because that was my concern, is like once I got to that point Was it going to start to wrap around and kind of hit back here? I mean, I think I stepped away from it. Let me see. Let me go back. But I think like he showed how much edge on the diagram. Oh, I took it away. On that diagram, yeah. So on this diagram, he shows just how much. Look how much blade you got to take away. I know it looks funny here because of the angle, but that's ultimately what it ends up looking like. That's a good amount of blade life, if you ask me, when you get to the point where he shows how much he sharpened away. And again, just to show what it looked like from the start, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not doing anything crazy, but to sharpen it straight across, that's a good amount of wear that you're sharpening away. And the fact that it's not going to wrap, I'm not really concerned about it because I like everything else about the knife. It's a great size. I love the jimping and how they've made the lock bigger in the back. And it really works for me. Like it fills my hand out nicely. I'm like right here beside the camera holder, so I'm trying not to hit it. So I mean, I fit very comfortably on this knife. It is large. I fit very comfortably when I choke up. So I do like that. This part, even though a little bit of the actual spine of the blade is exposed, is flat and very comfortable, so I can choke up very easily. And like I said, I was not phased from carrying it from the beginning anyway. So it really just makes me feel a little bit more confident, I guess, that I don't have to worry about being careful when I go to sharpen it. Because I think the other thing I was debating was just putting like a little flat spot right there in front and just sharpening forward and having it kind of go up in front of the flat spot, sort of like what you see on a Spyderco. I should grab my Spyderco. So like on the Spyderco, it end up, you see how that Ford choil has that kind of, I don't have a better way to describe this, so I apologize, but that kind of little nipple there. I was just going to emulate that and sharpen in front of the nipple that I was going to try. It wouldn't have been a nipple, it would have just been a flat spot. But trying to copy what you see on that Spyderco and just sharpen straight up, but putting it right there. Oh, it's focusing on my eyes. There you go. Putting it right there and doing that same style sharpening. So you'd always have that little piece like you do on Spydercos that sticks out. But honestly, not even really worried about it. I'm just going to use it, strop it, and then keep an eye on where it's at and determine whether or not I need to do that with future sharpenings. Hey, Kathleen, how's it going? I already said hi to you. I'm sitting here answering your question. Yo, what's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Just catching up on the comments real quick. I wonder if I missed this video. I don't remember this discussion, or if it's still on members only. I have to check my sub screen. Which video are you talking about? Are you talking about the Buster? I haven't published it yet. So originally I did it with I had the two-tone blade, and I originally recorded that, and then I was going to come back and kind of talk about my thoughts on it. Like I didn't really address it in the initial video. I saw where it was hitting, and I didn't really address it like I wanted to, so I re-recorded it with this version, the micarta version. And I kind of said, this is a little disappointing. It's not uncommon that you see this happening with backlock systems. I think Wixco is another one where I saw Wixco's is even closer than this one. And then Snicks came out and, through the feedback and what he had seen, people coming to him about it, addressed it. And I was like, man, that's a lot of steel he removed. You saw the orange strip, that orange band he put over top of it. That's a lot of steel that he removed to get back to the point where it was hitting that stop pin and it still wasn't wrapping. So um, I think I probably will re-record for a third time on this and incorporate his response to that and just demonstrate that it is a lot of steel. And, if it's a user and you're going that far back into the additional edge that you're creating by sharpening it, and it's wrapping there on the heel, on the very edge, is it really that big of a concern? Because you still have all of the amount of factory edge that you had to start out with. It's just ugly, I guess. I mean, that's my opinion. I could be way off. Way off. Hey, Waylon, thanks for lurking, man. We appreciate you stopping by. Robert in the house, good to see you. And I was curious to see what you guys think about it. Robert, I'm not sure if you're talking about the Buster FG or if you're talking about the Thunderhead. Okay, you just bought the Thunderhead, so I'm not sure that you're talking about the Thunderhead. Looking back at your other comment, all were available 20 minutes ago. Cool. The other thing not that I need to. I am holding on to funds because I do want to get a pre-order tomorrow that's dropping. So I just want to get through that first and then kind of see where I'm at with my finances and everything. Just grabbed a Best Tech Taipan designed by James Lowe. Looks so sick. Let me see. I don't know that one. Best Tech Taipan. Taipan, am I saying that right? Best Tech Taipan. Let's see what this looks like and let's share. That's the toddler. Why didn't it come up when I still showing the toddler? Is it in this? Ah, that's why. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I like the milling on there. This one jumped out to me immediately. That's pretty sweet. What's your blade steel on this? Good size too, 3.7 inch. Magna Cut? Is that Magna Cut MC M Cut? Is that what they're calling it? M Cut? Why are they? Yeah, I can see the Magna Cut. Why is it being weird? There we go. M Cut. I don't think I've ever seen it abbreviated like that. What are the full specs here? 8.3 inches. That's a good size. I hadn't seen that one yet. That's a good call out. Very cool. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Appreciate it because it helps the algorithm. Tells them that my show don't suck. Unless you think it sucks, then you don't gotta like it. I mean, Fook, I don't know if you were here earlier when I pulled that up. Actually, I still have it here. That's a ton of blade material that he shows being removed. So he shows original behind the edge 0.031. After sharpening, I don't know how much that is. I don't see what that is. What's that 2 represent? 2 millimeters. Okay, so after 2 millimeters of sharpening, it's 0.63. And then after 4 millimeters, which is outside of the threshold, so from green arrow to red arrow, and this is probably going to be in my video as well, just to cover it, it gets you to 0.98 thousandths, which is thicker than what he intended for the knife to be at. Once you get outside of the red line kind of down here, that's beyond where he originally intended for this knife to be taken to. And then he shows you how much that actually ends up being off the knife. Like that to me is a substantial amount of wear that is taken out of here. And then he also did I went the wrong way. He did a video showing you exactly how much that is. So the way that he sharpened it, you can see behind the rubber band that he has on there, or it's not a rubber band, but it's a marker. So that shows you all of the original steel that was there before you got to that sharpened edge. I feel like that's pretty good. Uh, and back here on the heel, granted, it is sharpened edge, but the stop pin is hitting right here on the edge. But it's still, what my point being is that if you go from where the original edge stopped up to where you still have all that cutting edge still, or maybe not. That could be wrong because this would be wearing back a little bit as well. So you would lose this and keep this. So you actually do end up losing a little bit of edge now that I look at the tip and I'm thinking about it as to where the tip is. But I don't think I'll have that to worry about that much being gone. If I'm honest with you, I'm just going to strop it. And until I chip the edge or wear it away, I really felt like there's no reason to lay it back anymore. It's super slicey. It did extremely well in the cut test. So I don't know. I'm happy. I'm glad I picked one up. And I'm going to keep carrying it and using it like I do everything else. Some people like to lay the edge back on everything they get. It is probably not a very, but it's probably a small enough percent of, it's a small percent of the people who will purchase this knife are going to lay it back. I think everybody else probably going to cut with it, open some Amazon packages, break down some boxes, drop it right back up, and never run into the issue. I think people that are going to lay it back, which laying back creates the edge to lose some of its strength compared to the 22 that it probably comes from the factory or whatever it is. When you lay it back to 19, you're going to make it naturally a little bit more susceptible to damaging than the thicker edge. But you'll be able to sharpen it. It sounds like, 3 times sharpening with the edge laid back. Do you have are you talking, Brian, are you talking about the Wii Buster? Or are you talking about the Buster FG? I always thought about picking up, I don't think it's available anymore, is it? The original Buster from Wii? I have to wonder what sort of use over what time of period will result in a knife that looks like that, barring extreme chipping. I'm thinking it's got to be a user. You got to be cutting, you got to be doing some heavy duty cutting, like cutting on some heavy, hard use stuff. And if that's the case, it's a user. So you still get a lot of that. I mean, that's still a lot of edge, especially if you take into account, let's just compare it. You still have more edge left, even with the chip, than you're going to get on a Manix 2 lightweight. Is that not enough for what you need to do? I get it. You don't want that to even be a factor. I get it. I don't want to downplay it to the point where I think people will probably become irritated with me saying that, but you still got a lot of edge left. You know what I'm saying? You can spend $100 on this, use it for a couple years, probably only have to sharpen it a couple times before you even get to that point, is what I'm saying. Like, how often are you having to sharpen the knife back? Once you lay the edge back, are you not able to strop and keep that edge going that you laid it back to? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys tell me. We only got 8 likes. Oh no. Only 8. And I still haven't figured out why they took away my ability to gift memberships. Like, it's just not on here at all. I tried signing out, signing back in. I tried researching. I have everything turned on that I'm supposed to have on. It just doesn't show the membership option. I don't know what happened. What's up, Justin? You headed out to Blade Show? I can't remember if you said you were going, man. I mean, that's a good question. I would probably say probably thicker than what you're ending out at on the Snicks, but I think it's more his point being that he never envisioned someone taking, this much of the blades, I mean, that much steel away on the knife. Like that's a good chunk of steel. And I'm just trying to go from memory of what I saw on his band. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just take my existing review and I'm just going to insert a small piece about this update in the very beginning before I even get to what I talk about with the stop pin. I have to go back and look and see what I said about the stop pin because I don't really, I think I kind of was a little, I don't know that I would say dismissive, but I was not as concerned about it in my review. I think some, I think it helps viewership when there's drama. I think some people overreact to something like that. Is it an issue? Yes. Is it a huge deal? Probably not. And he showed that, like, you're taking a lot of steel away before you get to that stop pin. I mean, he went out and proved it. And I think that's probably what people who have the concern, maybe that's what they should start doing. Let me see how many sharpens I get out of it. All right, that's one. No, we're not close. Two. No, we're not close. Three. We're getting kind of close. Four. Surprised. Not there yet. Five. Oh, yep, I'm hitting it. That way everybody can kind of see and then you can really decide for yourself. Yeah, I'm happy. Like I'm happy with it. I'm gonna carry it and use it. And like I said, I'll do updates if I come across something that makes me reconsider my stance on it. Strix. The stepping the stepping of the greetings is very aesthetically pleasing. Oh, you're talking to Justin. Yeah, I figured it out. I'm way behind if y'all are still talking about that. Uh, I grabbed it for 242. Nice. That's a good price. You would have gotten your value. Yeah, that's what I think too. And honestly, I think it'd probably take me even longer because someone like me, I rotate. I rotate through stuff. Like I didn't even carry the Buster today. I'm gonna carry it tomorrow. I carried my budget Revel. I love this thing, man. I love this Laconico design. I love it in the button lock with the contoured scales. Like this feels very comfortable. It's a little thinner on the handle, but I don't know if it's because of the contouring. It's just really comfortable, and I love how they didn't just texture in the gun stock; they textured all throughout. Like all of this up here is textured, so it's grippy in the hand. It's super thin and slicey. I think that's another reason that I really like this. It cuts really, really well. Like I said, I just continue to really like RPM 9 in the budget world. I think a lot of people just maybe don't appreciate it as much as they probably should. It's really a well done steel. It performs super well, especially when you take into account a lot of the knives that it comes on and the price point. Really like that. I want to see more of their SF2 on future releases and or mixed in with some of the more, let's call it like nicer offering materials. Whether they do like dark matter carbon fiber stuff or titanium stuff or things like that. I'd love to see more of the steel. It seems super interesting. Yeah, same. Same. Like if I've done so much cutting with it before I strop it, um, and I can't get it back by stropping it, then I'll change the edge angle. Or if it's a little thick from the factory, I felt like that with the Hedgehog from Vosteed. I felt like that was a little thick. So I did change the edge angle on that one. And actually, I think I eventually sent it off to Satu Dave to get it hollow ground. So yeah, I think you could still lay this back and you're not going to, you might have a smile, maybe. Probably not. Probably not. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't think the plunge grind is even close to that. Yeah, the plunge grind. You wouldn't create a smile for a while. You'd have to go even beyond what he did to get a smile. It would just be thicker behind the edge that you lay back. It would, you know what I'm saying? It would thicken up quickly. You know, Scandi grind everything. Yeah, the black. I was really torn between the black and the gold and this micarta one. I ordered both and ended up keeping the micarta one. At least 5 users, man. I got like a half of a case full of users. And then I still have some in the case where I keep more premium slash sentimental knives. And one of those, let me show you this one. I probably need to take this one apart because I was opening bags of gravel with it. But this one, this is I think my Spydercos were my first USA made. This was my first bench made. My wife bought this one for me. I used the ever living crap out of this. I don't even have that. I laid this edge back a tiny bit because I had cut with it so much that it was chipping. So I laid just a little bit. I think I did 20 or 19. I can't remember. I should really have probably wrote it down. But honestly, since then, I think it needs a strop. Since then, I've only had to strop it, and I've been very happy with that one. But I used the crap out of that knife. That's probably, I would say, probably that and my pyrite light are probably my like seriously most heavy used knives, and I just love the way that pyrite cuts. That's why. I haven't played back my crew rare smock yet. Debating. Oh, laid back. All right, Anesso. I know I've missed you, friend, but thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. BNA, man, out here grilling. I was seriously debating grilling tonight, but by the time I finish this, I have a load of laundry that I'm gonna have to rotate. I want to show you guys what came in this week. I haven't even pulled them out of the box. I don't even know what a couple of them look like yet. And I really need to do some more editing. So next week, next Friday, so I have family coming in Wednesday, off Thursday. Friday is my niece's graduation from high school. I got to drive down from Virginia to North Carolina. And then wife's birthday Saturday. I think we're celebrating. I know we're celebrating it on Saturday. Her birthday, I think, is Monday. I know the date. I just don't know what day the date falls on. And then obviously Father's Day is Sunday. So with my dad coming up from Florida, we're gonna do like the cookout here at my house. So I got to do all of that. So just there was too much going on in consecutive weeks and weekends. I just couldn't. There was no way I would have been able to squeeze the Blade Show in there, which breaks my heart. And I don't know. Did you guys see the fancy fireball that Devo's taken down there? Whew, I don't know if he sneak peeked it or not. Maybe in a live or an unboxing. I'm not sure. Kelly. Oh, I gave everything away for 8K. You missed it. I'm just kidding. No. So that leads me to the next thing. I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend, which is probably a bad weekend anyway, because I think a lot of folks are going to be at Blade Show, and I don't want people to miss out on the opportunity. Next weekend, graduation, wife's birthday, Father's Day. I'm not going to be able to do it next weekend. I hate delaying it that long, but I really do want to do it on a Saturday. If I know I won't be able to with family in the house. There's just no way. I won't be able to get anything done with the channel, so I'm trying to preload and get a lot of editing done and get things posted in advance, well in advance. So it's probably going to be 3 Saturdays from now, which is crazy to me to say. But I got everything lined up here, ready to go. And again, I'm excited to do it, but yeah, I agree with Ponce. I think that's the perfect synopsis for that. That's a good summary. Did I miss anybody? All right. B Shady, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I know what I wanted to do. All right. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to scroll down, make sure I'm not missing anything. John, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. Stacy, how you doing? Good to see you. Cooking. I'm going to try to, I might have to order something. I don't know. Oh, look at that. 8 months. 8 months. Congrats, Pons, on 8 months. Thank you for that support, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Did I miss anybody else? Jason, Crazy Roach, what's up? Good to see you. I think that's everybody. All right. Let's go ahead. I got Chew from Pharaoh Monster Inn that I have never checked out myself. Oh, this looks like a budget-friendly version of the Glideman. I love their boxes. I like how they do like the polished logo on the matte box. I like that. And then they write the name on the box. It's 154 cm with black micarta. Oh, I bet you this is going to look good. And then you get goodies inside with the pouches. It's all wrapped up. Oh, wow. This is like a smooth, kind of a smoother micarta. All right, let me get the box out of the way and show you this one. Glideman looking like a smaller knife, so I think a lot of folks are going to like that. I have a lot of people on my channel that like them a little bit smaller. It's like a smooth, even though it has a little texturing to it, it's a little bit smoother, not quite as rough. I like the gold backspacer. I wonder if that's titanium. It looks anodized. Yeah, they still give you a titanium backspacer on there. So that's nice. Full steel liners. I love the blade shape on this one. I think it's a great blade shape. So the problem for me with this one is this is as far as I can get up there. You can see how close the edge is for me. So if I try to go here, I ended up laying on the edge, so I can't choke up that far. And then if I had one of these, I would do a flipper delete because then I can get 4 fingers on there perfectly. But their build quality is really good. The detent and the tune is really good on this. I really like their models. I'm hoping they'll do more stuff. I love that they did an affordable version of this because it's a great knife. The Spectrum, I'm not familiar with the Spectrum. M390 titanium, so this is a premium offering. Same box. I'm not going to show all of that again. We're just going to get it out of here. M390, 7.56 inches, good size. Oh, this one's a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner of a knife. Oh, it's all blacked out. Is that polished? Is that a mirror polished DLC? Hold on. I don't see DLC written on here. That box over there. Check that out. What did I call that? The Spectrum? Yeah. Check that out. Oh, it's a little. Came in the box like that. Contoured scales. It's textured titanium. Can you guys see that? Got like orange appeal ply. It's very grippy. Crossbar lock. Oh, God, I hope they did a good job. Oh, okay. They did a good job. Polished DLC. That is cool. Is that oil? Yeah, that's oil. Love that blade shape. A little tight for me. They hang off the back a little bit, but they did round it, so it feels nice in the hand. Oh, that is smooth. Yeah, locked up solid. Very smooth. It's got to be because it's that polished DLC, bearings on the polished DLC. I like the sound of this. This would be a great EDC. This is super comfy. Good pocket clip. Looks kind of like the Civivi pocket clips. Kind of looks like that. Titanium on there. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I wonder how much they're asking for that. They've had pretty reasonable prices. I think they're very comparable to Best Tech. We got one in here from Kitu. Kitu, what do we got here? The Happy Hour. M390, designed by Mitchell Picard. They also do they give you a lot of stuff. They give you a very nice microfiber cloth, sticker. Well, I like that. The card is kind of transparent, see-through. Is this open? Oh, it opens. Okay. Yep, the Happy Hour M390. Is it an aluminum handle? No, it's titanium. Bead blasted Mokutai inlay. 3.46-inch blade. Oh, it's a little heavier than I thought it would have been. 0.7 ounces. It's got to be because of the Mokutai. This is really cool looking. Check that out, guys. Hold on. I'm running out of space over there. Look at that Mokutai. It's definitely the Mokutai. It feels heavy over here. That Mokutai is really weighing it down. Holy cow, look at this thing. Are those steel liners? Or is that a steel lock bar? Yeah, it's steel liners. That's the other reason that it's heavy. Oh, the designer's name is on the backspacer. Mokutai. The steel liners are also weighing it down. I opened it to look at that, but I didn't. Ooh, that is actually pretty. That is stout. I skidded off the thumb stud because I was expecting it to be like, that's a heavy detent. I don't like. So, you want to talk about my pet peeve? I don't like Ford choils that are done like that. They're generally pretty uncomfortable, but I'm assuming because of the thinness of the handle, they kind of had to design it like that. That is wild looking. What is in the middle? I have to research this one. That flipper tab doesn't look like it would work well. It's because you got to push it. Cause that's why that detent's so heavy. It's to overcompensate for the flipper tab being below the pivot. Wow. Wow, the Happy Hour. Interesting name choice on that one. Yeah, Justin, it is. It is. It is. I would probably just be back here. That's not awful. That's not awful. But you got more blade's edge on the buster after you sharpen it past the stop pin. Please stop. People are going to get pissed at me. All right. I need some water before we break into this last knife. 400. Damn. Hey, Greg. Glad you stopped by. I hope you are enjoying your dinner, my friend. Oh, I've never checked this one out. I wanted to check this one out. I was late to check on this one. Oh, Jim, what is up? How you doing? Wish it wasn't a crossbar lock. It's done well. You guys know I'm critical on crossbar locks that are weak. I don't like them. When the Raccoon first came out, I didn't like it. I think that they've adjusted by putting stronger springs on it, and I think it's better. Hated the Baby Banter 2 as a crossbar lock. It was super mushy. I do think The six skill is done better, but it's not as good as CJRB's, QSP's. Kaiser is probably third in line with the crossbar lock. I will say, even though I don't like where it hits the stop pin on the Drax from Wixco, it is done well. It is done well. CMB does really mean. What in the world? Oh, this thing has got ripped. They do a really mean crossbar lock as well. I'd say they're probably up there with CJRB. I don't think this was opened correctly originally because the box is kind of ripped. I love these little storage cases that Vosti does on their premium models. Oh, this is really cool looking. It's in a resealable bag. You got a hunting style microfiber cloth. You could take it hunting with you. If you drop it on the ground, you'd be able to find it. People would be able to see you cleaning your glasses or whatever you might be cleaning with it. What did I say this was called? The Gavic. I think I'm saying that right. The Gavic. It's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be with that box. Top liner lock. I do love that Vosti's doing these. I can't believe other companies have not tried them yet. Nice anno job on here. It's almost like it was stonewashed prior. There you go. You can see where it has a little bit of that kind of chippiness to it. Oh, I do love the tune on their top liner lock. 4-finger grip. Easy accomplishment there. Feels comfortable in the hand. Nice tune. Can easily do that left-handed, but the pocket clip is not reversible. What's our blade steel? M390. I don't know if I would call that maybe like a first knuckle choke. Be great in the pinch grip. This thing would kick in the pinch grip. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Gavic. Full steel liners. They are milled out on the show side, but not on that top liner lock side. Don't feel heavy. I like that pivot. I like that pivot design. They did a good job. It's a nice, clean gold anno on there on both sides. Matching standoff. I like this color scheme. I'd like to see them do a premium porcupine. That's what I'd like to see. Doesn't have to necessarily be titanium, but I'd like to see it in some camo carbon, fat carbon, dark matter carbon, whatever. I think that would be really, really cool. Alex, this one is the Vosteed. Use your boy's link, Gavic. When you guys use the link, it does help. This is a Gavco design. I didn't catch that earlier. Gavco, I do like his. I got the 6 skill that I'm going to be giving away over here from Gavco. The 6 skill. So we got a couple Gavcos in. Might use this for size comparison. I won't do any cutting or anything with it since it's going to be in the 8K giveaway. Yeah, that is sweet. That is sweet. I do like his designs. The high fin's still my favorite. But I do like I like a lot of his designs. I think he also has the spiny dogfish, I think it is, with Savivi. I think that's right. Man, that is good. Good tune. Oh, is it the leopard? The leopard. It's the leopard, but this is saying it's a is this saying it's a Gavco design? Is that what it is? Does it have a little, we don't have the card in here? Oh, shoot. No, the card's not in here. Usually it has a card. Is it behind the foam? No, the foam is glued in. That one's not. Nope, not behind that one either. Let me write that on here because I'm gonna forget what it's called. I'm glad Justin was here. Handle shape is a dead giveaway. It's a Gavco. The skinny handles. The skinny handles. All right. So Justin said it's the Leopard. I checked it in too. I just saw Vosteed. I didn't look. I thought I saw something pop up on the laptop. So I will keep that straight. I'm also going to try to fix the box. It is destroyed. It is destroyed. But that's everything that came in this week from the pass around. I already talked about what I wanted to talk about with the Buster. I was glad Snicks put that out on Instagram. It alleviated any concerns I have and how I intend to use it. That is for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, just out of the box, it looks cool, and I'm a fan of the stuff that I see coming from Gavco. I like his designs. Dead giveaway. Man, I can't. I know Casey doesn't like. I just love my bug out. It's the applied weapon tech scales that really take it there for me with the heavy springs. But I carry and use this knife so much, so much. This is their 20 CV. Once I got past the factory edge, that it's held an extremely good edge. I don't have no paper up here. I don't have any paper up here left. I am curious to see. Oh, maybe up here. I got a bunch of stuff up here. What is this? I don't know what that is. Or that. That was under my giveaway pile. I'm curious to see how much it needs a strop. We'll see. It's a little, yeah, it needs a little stropping. That's not too bad though, honestly, because I cut a bunch of bags full of gravel this morning. That's not really that bad. So I'll take it downstairs and strop it up. I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest with you, when I felt it. Yeah, it feels just a little bit. I didn't hit it against the gravel or anything, but there's micro like stuff I can't see on the wall of the bag when I was cutting it open, and I was trying to put like a little gravel parking lot for the mower so that the mud wouldn't splash up on it. It's underneath an overhang of the house that extends out onto our deck, and it's covered, but the mud's splashing up. So I wanted to put the rocks down to keep the mud from splashing up on the cover. Anyway, I don't know why I felt like I needed to get into all that. What's up, Ground? Good to see you. The Rich Light bug outs. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. So I saw that they had their 20 CV exclusive with the G10 on sale, but I want to say it was still $200. So when these first came out, they were $190. They were running a sale during Black Friday, and I got mine for $120, $130. And then I also, when I ordered that, went to Applied Weapon Tech because they do sales twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. I can't remember what the dates are, but I know one of them's for like a Black Friday sale, and you get like $30 off their scales. So that's why I picked these scales. I also like the Tiffany blue. My wife was mad that I went with the Tiffany blue. She liked the darker blue anodized that I had on the Flytanium scales, but I wanted my USA made knife to have USA made scales and USA made pocket clip. I think that's either Lynch or MXG. I can't remember who's making that one. And then I think I had the titanium hardware that was part of the package in getting it from Applied Weapon Tech. But the scales made a huge difference. I love it. And this time of year, it's still really lightweight, just a little over 2 ounces. I can wear, which I'm wearing right now, my basketball shorts. I don't know if I'll be able to get my walk in tonight. I got to get that laundry done. I might try to still get a walk in. Um, but throwing them in there, like it's not bouncing off my thigh when I'm walking quickly because it's lightweight. I just love the setup. It works so well for me. And I do tend to this time of year carry the lighter knives, which doesn't bode well for my Buster FG. This thing was what? Ah, man, what was it? I got my scale here. Yeah, 6 ounces. 6 ounces. So I think even my Manix 2 coming in at 3.3, like, yeah, anything under 3.5 ounces is going to be really good for me. But I love these Applied Weapon Tech scales. Now, I will say I love the color of this one, but they polished this one. So it's a good thing that you're locked in because it's a little slicker than I would want. This Cerakote one here, this one is more matte and more grippy and more textured. I also like the fact that they really ribbed that one. This one here, it's a really light ribbing. I mean, it has a little bit of traction, but it's just so polished. It's going to wear down over time as I use this one. But anyway, I like the Applied Weapon Tech scales, especially when they're running their Black Friday sales and you can get them super cheap. I finally got my hands on an all titanium PSYOP. Congrats, John. It's an excellent knife. Hang on to it. Don't ever let it go. I love that knife. I almost picked it back up when they released the camo carbon ones, but I did not. And it sold out immediately. No longer available. You know what? I didn't ask you guys what y'all are carrying today. And is anyone going to Blade Show that's here tonight? I'm just curious. I know KC is already on the road. I know some people are flying in, but I also know that some people are in that area and it's really close for them to just go for the day Saturday. If it was a 2-hour trip, even if it was a 4-hour trip versus it being 8 hours to get down there, I'd probably hike it down there for a day. I have the Applied Weapon Tech on all of my Spyderco stuff, and that is an excellent loadout. I support. I approve. That's the best way to carry them. I am waiting for the Spy 27 Bodacious. Kind of interesting, and I may go that route. I would actually say the S30V is probably going to be equal in performance to the Spy 27. I've never tried Spy 27. I'm kind of also going off of what I've read as far as how they intended the steel to be. It's like their in-house S30Vs, how it seems like they're saying as far as edge retention and performance. I'm looking for like crew wear. I don't know that I would do M4 because you would need to get it coated. I've had a bunch of M4 blades. But I think I would want crew wear, S90V, one of those on the Bodacious. And I feel like they only do S90V mostly on their lightweight stuff. And I don't know that they have a lightweight Bodacious. I saw the lightweight Shaman coming, but I didn't see the Bodacious. I may have missed it. But either way, I'm waiting for Sprint Steel to pick one of those up. And I really love the scales that Applied Weapon Tech has done. So what I will do is on Black Friday, I will buy the scales before I have the knife. I do this a lot to catch the deal because I'm always trying to wheel and deal and spread the money out as much as I can. And then I will wait for the Bodacious of my dreams to come. Or I'll get the Spy 27 one, put the scales on that one, carry and use it until I get the steel that I truly want, put it back together as a factory, and give somebody a really good deal on it. Carrying the crew wear smock. I love that smock. And the PM215V. My man, consistent with that loadout. I love that loadout. It's a great combo, both in blade shape and knife type. Got the Growler, Mini Growler, and CRKT Spew. Something tickling the throat. Got the Jan Chevron and American Blade Work Slippy. I need to get one of those. I want one of those. I've been very bad about checking his social media to see when that's going to drop. B Shady's got the Kunwu Excalibur. Hey, B Shady, do you know if they're going to come out with the sandwich construction of that one? I've been looking and I haven't seen anything posted, so I don't know if that's still coming or if they're just going to order more of the integrals since that sold out so fast. I wasn't sure if you would even know. I just saw you have one. I was hoping maybe you would know. Got the Jake B crates, the Hail Mary Tonto Teal and Purple Forest by Shady Hank, and the titanium dice. Nice. Pawns carried my 20-year EDC Smith & Wesson knife and my first knife guy knife, PM2, to work today. Got home and brand new and new breed EDC wingspan was in the mailbox. That's a nice way to come home. I have a shaman on my list, but I think I would want it in 15V. Yeah, I would do 15V as well because I haven't owned 15V yet from them, from Spyderco. So that would be one. I don't know if they'll do that, but if they do, I'd probably pick that one up. Oh, Magna Cut. Magna Cut's another one that I would do the Bodacious in. So I don't know if they'll do a saltwater or whatever they call it. Salt series. I rotate, man. I rotate. I have there's on any given day there's no telling what's in my pocket. That also reminds me I need to do my shorts tonight as well. I have not recorded my shorts. I think I posted the one that I did. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit on how I'm doing the shorts. But I think I did the Revel yesterday, which was what was in the pocket today. The Revel, and then I actually had my Quick Draw XL. I hadn't carried it in a few weeks with my Kentucky Holler with the abalone. Really like that one a lot. It's a great little, like, you know, summertime, something light, a light loadout, not too heavy in the pockets. Even though I'm in the office, it still gets warm over there by the window where I sit. Got the Leatherman Wingman, Gerber utility knife, Case Sadi Jr., and Pickled Steel Friha. Carried my Pictus and from Gecko Customs the past few days. Nice. Better get some 15V while you can. Oh, they're not going to be around long? And you're to pay double for it on the secondary when they're not. I didn't realize that they weren't doing a ton of the, well, not a ton, but I didn't realize it was going to be a limited run. I should have figured, though, from Spyderco. Carried my Nameless Frost Harpoon clip point folder with who knows what steel camo coated aluminum scales, tipped down, of course. Well, Alex, make sure you come. I'll announce it. Like I said, it won't be this weekend because of Blade Show. It won't be next weekend because family's in for the graduation. But that following weekend will be my giveaway for 8,000 subscribers. And I'll make sure I post in the community post about it well in advance. And I'll do a couple of shorts to reiterate it because I will have staged out so far that I won't be able to do another video before then. Mine came in yesterday and is the integral version. I did hear there was going to be a 2-piece as well. Nothing lately on it, though. Okay, probably be next year. PM2 15Vs in my pocket. Yep, I read that. I have a 10V Para 3 coming in tomorrow. Nice. That'll be an excellent cutter. Marco got the cane, or corrected to the cane. Jay Dizzle, what is up, brother? I haven't seen you in a little while, man. I hope you're doing well. Taking it you're not going to Blade Show Atlanta tomorrow. It's been announced. All right, now I got to figure out what I want to find in 15V that I would want to add to the collection. Because of the Shaman and the Manix 2, I'm not as big on the Para PM2. So maybe I'll go out and grab the Para 3 in 15V. That's probably what I'll do. Somebody's going to tell me where it's in stock, right? I think the Max 2 Lightweight and Little Native in 15V are still on the way. But after that, I do not know. What is up, Kane? I thought somebody was correcting something on the knife. Good to see you, man. Not going to miss it again. Still haven't been to Atlanta. I'm not able to go this year. I got too much stuff going on, family stuff this weekend, next weekend. So I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm sad about it. Haven't missed in 3 years. So next year I'll be coming back and even stronger. So, Shaman is the only 15V I have. Uh, might get a little native when it comes out. A little native is too small for me, I feel like. Is it the lightweight? I feel like wasn't there a Para 3 in 15V? It's probably sold out as well. Probably sold out as well. Oh, I put the leopard away. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted everything out so I knew what I needed to work on this weekend. Is it still around? I know a couple places to check. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check at GP. Let me check. Oh, actually, maybe just do 15V. It's probably going to be the fastest if their search system works that way. Micro Jimbo too small. Maximus H5. Oh, the Yojimbo 2. I could do that one. I do miss mine. It's out of stock. Yeah. Yeah. That means I missed it. You can get a micro Jimbo, I guess. Ooh, that's concerning. DLT Crazy Roach says. I don't really think I get too much because I don't get it on my D2, and I would think you would get that on D2. You said DLT? I wish they would do affiliate links with me, but anyway, I don't think. I think uh, what Metal Complex? I think is the only one I know of that has a what's oh, that's the micro Jimbo. I was like, what's the difference between the two? I'm surprised they still have. Do they have any at Blade HQ? I didn't check there. I try to shop where I have affiliates with just because I want to support people that support me back, not for any other reason. Yeah. So that's why I like GP knives as well. Oh, they still have the PM2 and 15V in the micro Jimbo, and that's it. That's all I got. Yep. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I've blocked myself from. Thanks for the tip, Crazy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. I didn't realize we were after 7. I guess I better get downstairs to my laundry and get to working on my videos. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh wait, what did we hear? Oh, 15V Shaman is gone and discontinued. As the G10 V 15V is Hawk at Blade Show. I don't know. OCD for EDC. I like ODC. I like Justin, so I can support them. I'll check them out as well, Kathleen. That is a good call out. Little Native too small. I'm talking about Native 5. Native 5. I am thinking about Little Native. Native 5 would work. Would work. Adept Knives has a 20% first time code. Welcome. Adept Knives. Before I hop off, we got to run over to Adept Knives. Do you know them well, Stacy? Is that why we're supporting Adept Knives? Does their code apply to Spyderco? That's the other 15V. Oh, am I missing? Maybe I'm missing who that was directed to, Stacy. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Heh, John said D2 is almost stainless. Don't let it make you confident. How about my M4? My M4 uncoated that I had from Blade HQ exclusive. Oh, the Shaman. I had that for a year and a half and it never got any spots or any corrosion to it. Is that a better comparison, the M4 for the 15V? John, let me know, man. Let me know. I am not an expert on 15V. Nice, getting the tag alone. The stovepipe. It's a little too small for me, but I love the design. I think it's super wicked. They do. Okay, let me try that. Spyderco. Because when I type 15V, it's not coming up. Let me just try Spyderco. Era 3. 3. Why is it that? Let me do this. Am I at the right place? I swear I clicked your link. By brand, Spyderco. There it is. I don't know why it wasn't coming up in the search. Sold out, sold out. Sold out, sold out, sold out. Sold out. All right, so there's the micro Jimbo. It's sold out. All right. Seeing if the pair of threes in here. That's crewwear, crewwear. No. You sure they have the 15V? I'm not seeing it yet. Bodacious. They actually have Bodacious in stock. No, I don't see the 15V there. Am I missing it, Stacy? Probably missing it. Where has light spotting, but not a big deal. I mean, you can put stuff on the blade if it really is an issue, but my M4 um, never did had any of those issues. So that's okay. Maybe is there another way to? Let me just do para 3. Para 3. How do they have it listed? Why is it not coming up? Let's see. Let me just do. I'm gonna try a different. Yeah, it's just it doesn't matter how you search, it doesn't come up. I wonder if there's new to old. Let's do that. Oops, somebody's here. Yeah. I mean, they showed their sold out stuff. It's just, yeah. And I see Para 3. I don't know why it doesn't come up in their search. Maybe the search bar just doesn't work. Yeah. I am running back through one more time just to make sure I didn't. No, I don't see it. Oh well, no big deal. No big deal. Okay. Yeah, so I think I would be okay then. Hopefully. M4 and D2 have about 4 to 4.5% corrosion resistance. Talking on those cells. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to go downstairs. I got to clean all this stuff up. I'm going to go get my laundry rotated, get something to eat, and start editing some videos and getting ready for this weekend. Got a lot on tap for this weekend. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. I know it's going to be a little bit of a delay. I do apologize for that. The timing of hitting 8K versus when I'm going to be able to sit down on a Saturday with you guys to do the giveaway. Timing kind of a little off for that, but I promise you'll be worth the wait. I got a lot of fun stuff here, and I'm going to enjoy giving it away to you all. I hope you all will have fun with it and come and hang out with me while I give stuff away. But anyway, super excited about hitting 8K, man. I can't tell you. Feels like it took a long time to get here, and I'm so happy we're here. All right, that's it for me. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a